Hey guys, it's Angie, or goldiestarling. Believe me, I've waited weeks to say that. Today we're going to be doing a Halloween tutorial based upon pirates, and lady pirates specifically. This is kind of an accompaniment to my Davy Jones tutorial. This would be good for like couples if they want to be Davy Jones and then Davy Jones's girlfriend, the pirate wench, I don't know. Yeah, so I went for something pretty glamorous, kind of, in a way, and then gory at the same time, kind of a juxtaposition, beautiful and ugly. I don't know. Yeah, so we have some scars going on, and we've got this kind of red, purple, smoky eye, which would actually work for Valentine. A vampire, too. So I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial, and let's get started. So cheesy. I begin the eyes by priming them with Urban Decay's Primer Potion. I just applied that onto the lid all the way up to the brow, onto both eyelids. And next I'm going to be using the Color Tattoo by Maybelline in Pomegranate Punk. This is a cream eyeshadow type of product, but I'm using it as a base. And I'm just applying that with my fingertips onto my lids. And I'm going to be kind of blending this out with a brush. I find it kind of diffuses the color a little bit easier if you do use a brush, and kind of side sweeping motions. Next, this eyeshadow is called Sketch from MAC, and I'm just going to be applying that with a 217 to the outer corners of my eyelids. This next color is also from MAC, and it's called Blanc type. I'm just going to be applying that to the highlight and helping to diffuse that line again. And I'm taking that Pomegranate Punk underneath the eye. You kind of want a sullen, very dark look for a pirate, so I'm going to take that under the eye. Next, this is the Milani Liquif'Eye eye pencil. I love this pencil, and it just really is the blackest, one of the blackest pencils I've ever used. As you can see, I'm just putting that onto my eyelid and smudging it in with my finger. And to set that, I'm going to be using Inglot's black matte eyeshadow with the pencil brush and just kind of smudging that along the lash lines and just really deepening it up. Now I'm tightlining with that same Milani pencil. The blacker the better. Pirates probably didn't actually wear eyeliner. I mean, it's kind of a myth, just a Hollywood kind of thing that they invented to make pirates look cool and guys to get to wear guyliner. And I totally skipped that step. I just smudged a little bit of black eyeshadow under the eye. And now I'm taking Sugarpill's Goldilux Chromalust and putting that on the inner corners. I mean, it's gold, it's pirates. Pirates are after gold, so had to use that. Next, this color is from MAC's Hello Kitty collection, the Tomcat collection or something. It was a gold eyeshadow, and I'm just using that as the brow bone highlight. Curling the good old lashes, and I'm going to be applying black mascara. This is Voluminous Million Lashes or something like that. And finally topping it off with some fake eyelashes from Salon Perfect. And that finishes the eyes. Now we're going to move on to the face. This step is optional, but I'm going to create some scarring effects on the skin as if my pirate lady has been in a couple of sword fights, battles. So I'm going to start off by washing my face, or just wiping it with a facial towel. Facial cleansing towelette. Now to create the scars, I'm going to be using some pencils just to kind of plot out what I have going on, where I want the scars to be and everything. So a fresher scar is obviously going to be in the reds or pink region. You know, if it's healing, it's going to be like a white. You know how scars look a little bit lighter than your natural skin. So I'm going to be using a number of these pencils just to create kind of, you know, where I want my scars to be. So I'm going to start off with a white one. Going to plot that out across the cheekbone. I'm going to make this one that I had white originally, I'm going to make it red, make it look fresh. Then I'm going to take a darker pencil, a darker red, and just kind of create where the depth would be maybe. Blend them together. I'm going to add a little pink to this one. Like it's still healing, but it's almost healed. Okay, so for the actual scarring liquid, we're going to be using Rigid Collodion, which looks like this one. This one's from Mehron. Awesome little product. It smells a lot like fingernail polish remover, and it's because it has acetone in it. And as the acetone kind of evaporates from the actual liquid, it kind of constricts in the skin, forms a kind of scar, if you will. So the key to this is to do it in layers. You want to do it over your actual pencil marks where you have artfully drawn in some scars. So you want to start with a layer, let it dry, add another layer, let it dry. And the more layers that you add, the deeper your scar will appear. So we're just going to be doing that right now. You just paint it right on top of the scar. And the way to remove this is just to peel it off. It will get caught in a lot of the baby hairs on your face, just so you know. You will feel it start to constrict as it works its magic. That's about 7 or 8 layers of red Collodion. I'm pretty happy with that. You can see the indentation hopefully on the skin. Now I'm going to go ahead with my foundation and concealer, and we're going to finish off this tutorial. But I'm just going to go ahead and use my regular foundation, and you can use a concealer brush if you want to get kind of precise applications around the scars, or you can use a brush like this to kind of get into the scars and get a little foundation in there, kind of camouflage some of the red or the white. So I'm going to use a combination of both, and I'm just going to go ahead and start with that. So around the red, and it should blend fairly well into the skin and look pretty seamless, like it's a real scar. And again, over here you can just go kind of over the scar. And you can actually use these kinds of brushes to go under the eye, where all the eyeshadow is, and kind of blend it with your finger, and it'll create that piratey smoky look. Just gonna go in with my flash palette and create a little bit more depth to the actual wounds and whatnot. Put a little red up here where this one's kind of agitated and fresh. Take a Q-tip with some of the red on it and pat it around like the skin's inflamed. You do want to mix a little bit of the black with the red as well, get kind of a darker burgundy color. That way you can create some dimension just kind of in the deepest parts of the gash, so it just doesn't look like a big red bump. I'm just going to powder over everything, and I like to roll it on with a powder puff just because it makes life a little easier. Now if you'll notice, scars do kind of have a sheen to them, so I'm going to add one more quick little layer of the rigid Collodion on top, just in certain areas to make it look like shiny. So we're going to go for just a kind of brown eyebrow. And I'm using an eyeshadow and an angled pointy brush like that one. Brows are done. Now it's time to contour the face. I'm going to be using actually 2 different colors to do that. I'm going to be using this brown here. I'm also going to be using this blush from Tarte, which is called Exposed. These 2 together to kind of create some depth and shadows to the face. So I'm going to first take the darkest brown here from the Smashbox contour palette onto like a 109 brush and just go under the cheekbones and find kind of that deepest point that I want my contour to be in. You're also going to put that in the temple as well. You can do circular motions there. And then up around the hairline even. Next I'm going to take that blush and do kind of the same thing. This is a warmer kind of shade, so it's going to bring out kind of the bronzy tones. Make your skin appear like you've been on a ship far and away, looting for treasure, looking for booty. You can also take that slightly down the sides of the nose a bit just to further contour the face. I wanted to go with a kind of darker lip, so I went in with MAC's Night Moth lip liner, just kind of outlined my lips and filled them in a bit. And then I used MAC's Diva lipstick just to finish off and give it kind of that wine colored lip for this lady pirate. So that wraps up this Pirate Wench, Mistress of the Sea, Davy Jones's girlfriend tutorial. Hope you enjoyed it. I tried to make it glamorous and kind of like she's been around the block a little bit with the scars. So she's kind of like a woman of the world, a pirate of the world, if you will. If you haven't seen the Davy Jones tutorial, I will link it right here above my treasure chest of gold. I thought this was kind of a fun way to do couples costumes, do kind of 2 different themes and do companion tutorials for it. So if you want to see the Davy Jones, it'll be right here. So if you and your significant other want to be a pirate and Davy Jones, which I don't really, if you want to be that, here's some tutorials for you, and I hope you enjoyed this one. As for costuming, I do get a lot of questions about costumes. I actually found this shirt at a thrift store. This necklace came from Belina, which is shopbelina.com, I believe. And then this came from my grandmother's jewelry box. It's just like a little cabochon clip or something. And then the hat is from Party City. So, you know, you can put together costumes like this pretty easily from lots of different places. Or you could just, you know, buy the complete kit at Party City or whatnot. But I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Make sure you comment below. Also subscribe, it really helps me out, and like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. Otherwise, I'll talk to you guys later. Have an awesome day, and thanks for watching. Bye. What's a pirate's favorite sock? Argyle. What's a pirate's favorite food? Artichokes. What's the worst nightmare for a pirate on a blind date? A sunken chest with no booty. What's the new pirate movie rated?
Arrrrrrr.
Why couldn't the pirate stop thinking about sailing? Because he had ship for brains.